Main menu. Click on one of the following options to begin.
Welcome to City Builder. In this tutorial, you will be set on a tour where you will be introduced to the various key features in this game. Good luck! The arrow on the left is pointing towards the current year in the game. You begin the game with year 1. The number next to the year is the timer for the current year to end and proceed to the next year. It takes 60 seconds in the game for the year to end. Press Escape button on the keyboard to backtrack. The arrow is now pointing towards the amount of cash you are currently having in the game. You need cash to build buildings and infrastructure for your city. Now the arrow is pointing towards a panel which indicates the 5 main city aspects in the game. E. V. Environmental factors. R. E. Renewable energy. W. M. Wastewater management. U. P. Urban planning. PS. Public services. Every city aspect score ranges from 0% to 100%. When the game starts, you will be given 20% for each city aspect. The digits on the right side of the figure indicate the increment or decrement of each aspect per year. The game will be over if one of the city aspect scores remain at 0% for 60 seconds. The arrow is now pointing to the selection tab. Clicking on each number gives you a different set of buildings and infrastructures for you to choose from. The bulldozer button allows you to demolish structures which you have built in your city. Then, you can build another object on the empty land. Now, try to build something in your city. You can do so by clicking on a building in the selection tab and then click on the land to build it. Hovering your mouse over the buildings will give you information on the buildings. However, most buildings are not available and are grayed out. This is because you have not built a power generator yet. Right-click to stop the placement of building or tree. Good job! You have successfully built your first power generator. Note that there are other types of power generator which use renewable energy. Now, try and plant your first tree. Good job! Your tree will grow as the game progresses and will bring more positive points to your environmental factors. So, plant trees as early as possible to reap the most benefits. Now, build a factory. Note that when you hover your mouse over a factory, the effective pollution area is highlighted with a purple tint. Your urban planning points will decrease at a certain rate for each resident house in the area. Fortunately, you can overcome this problem by building a water treatment plant in the highlighted area. Next, build a school. Hovering your mouse over the school will show you the highlighted area which increases your urban planning points at a certain rate for each resident house built in the vicinity. Now, build an LRT stop. Clicking on the LRT stop will show you the effective covered area, ECA, which gives you a positive boost in public service rate for the land covered. So, build your LRT stops in such a way that its ECA covers as much land as possible. Now, build a parliament. The parliament can only be built once from year 5 onwards, because it is a unique building. Clicking on the parliament will open up the panel of policies. You will be granted a policy point every 5 years. Then, you can choose any policy as desired. There are 4 policies to choose from and each policy brings increasing benefits for every point allocated. Green energy policy increases the effective power area of generators which use renewable sources. New economic policy, it would multiply your current income by a factor once it is selected. City development policy, it would increase the effective covered area of LRT stops. Waste management policy, it decreases the EPA of factories. Now, allocate a point to one of the policies. There are still many buildings for you to build and discover. To win the game, your city needs to last for 50 years. What are you waiting for? Go ahead and build your sustainable city.
Thanks for playing City Builder. Looking forward to see you again soon.